Hi, I'm Dogan, and welcome to the Glory of the Ny'alotha Raider Achievement Guide. In this video, I will show you how to complete the meta achievement and give you some tips and tricks on how to do it. Enjoy! Before we begin, I highly recommend you install the Instance Achievement Tracker add-on. This add-on features custom tracking for all instances from Wrath of the Lich King to Path of Azeroth, which will be shown in this video. Having this add-on will make your run a lot easier. For Wrathion, you need to destroy 10 crackling shards within 3 seconds of each other. You first begin by pushing the boss down to phase 2, Smoke and Mirrors. Once you are in phase 2, have 3 players soak the swirlies on the ground next to Wrathion. The trick here is to wait until the DPS kill the first crackling shard. Once the first crackling shard is destroyed, have the players who soak the swirlies go around and run over any undamaged shards they can find. Once you have successfully destroyed the crackling shards within 3 seconds of each other, you can kill Wrathion to get the achievement. For Maut, you need to find and kill a forbidden manifestation. To do this, you need to kite a dark manifestation ad into a forbidden mana orb that comes from phase 2. To start, you need to kill the first 2 initial ads that spawn in phase 1. When the third ad spawns, you keep it alive and wait for the boss to transition into phase 2. Once you are in phase 2, find a forbidden mana orb that is moving towards the boss and let it hit the manifestation ad. When the orb hits a dark manifestation ad, it transforms it into a forbidden manifestation. The forbidden manifestation has one primary ability called Dark Manifestation, which you will drop underneath him. This is a large void pool that pulls you towards it, dealing a large amount of damage in the center. You simply nuke down a manifestation ad and kill Maut afterwards to get the achievement. For the Prophet Skitra, you need to defeat him after defeating 3 Disciples of the Prophet. The Disciple of the Prophet is a trash mob which is located on the left side before you enter the boss's room. For the achievement, you have to kite the mob into the boss's room and make a duplicate. This is done by simply pulling the boss. The trick here is to get the Disciple to around 10% HP before you pull. Once you have killed all 3 Disciples of the Prophet, you can safely kill the boss to get the achievement. Don't be alarmed if the achievement doesn't pop up straight away. For Shad'har, you need to defeat him after every player did /pet on him. This achievement is not as simple as it sounds. Every time a player uses /pet on Shad'har, the boss gains a 100% melee haste increase for 5 seconds. On top of that, players will also receive a bitten hand debuff, which inflicts heavy bleeding damage for the remainder of the fight. The trick here is to have everyone perform the /pet emote before he is at 30% HP. Players cannot perform the emote at the same time and will have to do it in an order. Every time the Good Dog buff expires, the next player is allowed to /pet him. Once everyone has received their bitten hand debuff, you can safely kill the boss and get the achievement. For Dest'agath, you need to defeat it after triggering Throes of Agony twice within 60 seconds. Every time an ad dies, the boss gains 20% agony, and at 100% the boss triggers Throes of Agony. You start by killing the first 2 initial tentacles. Once they are down, 4 other ads will spawn. After the 4 other ads are up, kill them except 1 ad. When the boss is casting its first Throes of Agony, quickly switch to the remaining ad and kill it. After it is down, 4 other ads will spawn. Simply kill them quickly and wait for the boss to do his second Throes of Agony. After it has done his Throes of Agony within 60 seconds of its first one, you can safely kill the boss to get the achievement. For Il'gynoth, you need to defeat 10 Bloods of Ny'alotha in under 3 seconds. To start on the achievement, you first destroy 2 organs and wait for the last one to become active. You first bring the 3rd organ low and wait for the 10 or more ads to spawn. Once you have 10 or more bloods, you stack them up and kill them together. The bloods deal a small amount of AoE damage when they are defeated, so be sure to use healing cooldowns for them. Once you have killed 10 bloods within 3 seconds, you can safely kill the boss to get the achievement. Don't panic if the achievement doesn't pop up straight away, there is a small delay for it to show up. For Inquisitor Xanesh, you need to defeat her after safely eliminating 3 Void Orbs with less than 3 seconds remaining. When she casts Void Ritual, have 3 players stand in the circles to become Voidwoken. When you are Voidwoken, you have to safely eliminate a Void Orb by guiding it into a portal. The achievement works around the timer of the debuff, so make sure that you put the Void Orb in the portal when the timer hits 3 or less seconds. Eliminating a Void Orb will not count if the debuff timer has run out and the orb is still present. An easy way to know if you have done it on time is if the portal shoots confetti out of it. After you have successfully eliminated 3 Void Orbs with 3 seconds remaining on the timer, you can safely kill the boss and get the achievement. For Vexiona, you need to allow every player to be hit by Annihilation at least 30 times. Annihilation is casted by the Void Ascendant ad. It is a large beam that hits everyone in its path. Anyone struck by it will receive a stackable debuff that deals ticking damage over time. You need 30 stacks in total of that debuff for the achievement to count. To start, you need half the rate to take around 10 stacks on the first beam and wait for the debuff to expire and for the healers to catch up. This may vary based on your group. Tanks can also pick up the Gift of the Void, and players can also soak that beam. Players who died during a fight without soaking 30 stacks only have to soak the remaining stacks once they are rest up. Once players have soaked 30 stacks of Annihilation, you can kill the boss to get the achievement. For the Hivemind, you need to find and kill 3 evolved specimens. To start, you need to find 3 promising specimens hidden in the raid. 1 can be found just outside of the mall, right before you go down. 1 can also be found just outside of Dark Inquisitor Xanesh's room. And 1 is in the room, right before the Hivemind. Have 3 players click on a specimen to collect it. When 3 players are carrying the specimen, you can engage the boss. 10 seconds into the fight, the specimen will become active and can be attacked. When they are active, simply kill the specimen and then kill the boss to get the achievement. For Wrathion, you need to destroy 2 obelisks with unstable void. In order to destroy the obelisk, you need to kill the Vida orb and let the void orb get consumed. After Wrathion consumes the void orb, unstable void will bounce around the room. Have one player stand in the pool while facing the obelisk in the back corner. Once the pool hits the obelisks, it gets destroyed. Do bear in mind that you still have to soak it. Once the obelisks in both the left and right back corners are destroyed, you can safely kill the boss to get the achievement. For Carapace of N'zoth, you need to destroy all synthesis growths within 10 seconds. You start by bringing the boss down to phase 2. Once you are in phase 2, split up the raid where half goes to the left wing and half goes to the right wing. The goal is to finish all the synthesis growths on the walls at the same time. Start by bringing them all down to 10% and wait for the shield to appear. Once they are all around 10% HP, have players assigned to each synthesis and burst it down the second the shield expires. If done correctly, you can safely kill Carapace and get the achievement. For N'zoth, you need to defeat him after all players have accepted the Gift of N'zoth. The Gift of N'zoth is a 20-second buff that increases your damage and healing done, but makes you become mind-controlled when it expires. The only way to receive the Gift of N'zoth is when you have 0 sanity. To start, you need to bring N'zoth to phase 3 first. When in phase 3, you will have to deal with the Thoughts Harvester ad. This ad will cost Harvest Thoughts, which all players have to soak, causing them to lose sanity. The trick here is to keep all players around 50% sanity to prevent them from receiving the Gift of N'zoth too early. Bring N'zoth to around 10% HP and wait for the Harvester ad to cast Harvest Thoughts, but this time don't let anyone soak it. When the Harvest Thoughts ability expires, every player below 50% sanity will instantly receive the Gift of N'zoth. If players did not receive the gift yet, simply wait until the ad does his second Harvest Thoughts ability. When everyone in the raid has received the Gift of N'zoth, you can safely kill the boss and get the achievement. Do bear in mind that the encounter ends 5 seconds after the boss has reached 5% HP. Players who are dead will also get the achievement as long as they have received the Gift of N'zoth at some point during the fight. Congratulations, now you're a proud owner of the Wriggling Parasite. Thank you very much for watching my guide all the way until the end, it really means a lot to me. If you need more info, you can always come over to our head and check out a detailed written guide for the Glory of the Ny'alotha Raider by Night50. If you have any more questions, you can always leave a comment down below, or you can always message me in-game. I am Dogan on Ravengrest on the EU Alliance. This was an absolute blast to make, and I will definitely make more in the future, so I will see you all in Castle Nafria. Take care.